want to show you all my new flight simulator setup. This is the new setup right here. So we got the Xbox on its own television, mobile cart right here. Everything like so. So this is the whole new setup. Flight controller, keyboard, mouse, Logitech K400, and it's just a 43-inch television, but with the distance right here, it's actually perfect. First I was gonna do a 50, have it back behind me I was gonna use, but I ended up just buying a new 43-inch television, so I don't have to move around too much. And I'm probably gonna go ahead and look into building a new gaming PC so that I can play this and possibly use VR, stuff like that. So, do we need our glasses? We don't have the audio piping through the television. You all do have the audio pipe through to you all. I can't hear the game, so we're using the headset through the controller so I can hear the game, things like that. Using the headset through the Logitech, through the Turtle Beach unit, the sound is crappy. It really is. Cuts in and out, things like that. Another thing you don't want to do is leave this Turtle Beach unit plugged in. If you leave it plugged in, then little things like your brakes won't work, things like that. Alright, so one things I've done is I added that sound might be a little bit high. I know that test 1 2, test 1 2. Yeah, I know this that using my connection here, I have a lot of Wi-Fi connections around me, and I'm using 2 of them at least myself. So I went ahead and hardwired my Xbox in, and it seems that using my gigabit connection, that this game responds so much faster being hardwired in over the wireless network that I was using at first. So I was actually able to do a career mode not too long ago. This game is actually pretty loud, the volume. So I'm gonna tone it down just a little bit right there, and make sure you all can hear me. I'm just looking at
You seem comfortable out there. I'm sure you will get your PPL in no time.
Is that so? You think so? What's funny about this is that that is usually how I take my flying lessons right there. Looking just like this. This is exactly like a very similar outfit for my avatar.
There's a laptop in the office that shows all the certification information.
Because usually I was going to my lessons before I go to the office, at lunch, or after I leave the office. And so that's how I would dress at the office at my old company. I haven't been flying much because I've changed jobs. I'm now a developer at another company, things like that. So one step closer to buying my own airplane. That's all that means. So anywho, we have not been flying much and things like that. Been very busy with new projects.
Here you can see
like
all
that.
the different certifications you can pass throughout your career. Your first step is...
This is just a bit much. I'm still playing 2020 way more. So let's try
all the training lessons you will need to pass the PPL exam are available here.
Okay, let's see. Take the exam, 20,000 credit, got 5,000. Okay, let's learn this. We're just gonna start going through this. I'm not teaching you anything. You're just gonna watch. See what's up. We're using Turtle Beach setup. We're using this. I've tried to get things set up like 2020, but there are not. So see what the briefing has in it. Some boring stuff. Gotta get used to the colors, like which one is the proper color. So silver looks like it's the color to accept. Sorry about that. Start! Let's go. I hate all of these animations, like with the camera and things like that.
Welcome to Sedona. I'm Captain Jess Molina, and I'll be your instructor.
Okay.
For this lesson, we're going to start on the ground and focus on some basic concepts. Fundamentals every pilot needs to know before hitting the skies. This is your plane, a classic, the Cessna 172. Take a look around it. In the simulator, anytime you want, you can easily switch to cursor mode. Now try to find and open the camera panel in the toolbar.
Definitely don't know how to do it. I'm just it's like, oh, do this. Like, tell me how to do it first. Like, I know a lot of these things are like hold down LB and stuff like that, and you can see some stuff. But how do you get back inside the airplane? Like, alright, so that'll bring up that. Okay. That's the one thing about this stupid thing. Like, it just, to me, it's still just very, very broken. Somebody's gonna say, Jamie, this was in the previous lesson. Didn't they show you how to do this or something? And I'll say, yeah, probably. Oh, whatever. Okay, if we do RB, does that do anything? Nothing. Why can't it just be like the old when you press, the button in and that did the camera? Open the camera panel on the toolbar. Okay, let's go to controls. Locked? Why is it locked? you tell me how to do something? They have all these other pop-ups all the doggone time. Tell me how to do it. Look at this crowd. This game is so buggy. I'm not happy with it. Somebody's gonna just say, yeah, you're right. Sucks. Another person's gonna say, yes. You're just doing it wrong. How do I do this? I'm trying to remember. Seems to do that little quick look, even though I like using that better with R&B, but okay. Pressing the buttons together puts it into scenic mode, which I don't care about. Just messing with the flaps at that point. How would one put this thing in the mode that they want? Let's just see. Okay, we learned how to do that. Let's quit and let's try to figure out some stuff. Like, very frustrating. Take exam. Where's the learning material? Closer. It's like learn to use. What about just learn the basics? But you have to give them to me. You will learn to open and interact with the toolbar menu. Yeah, I can't. Something's gotta be wrong.
Welcome to Sedona. I'm Captain Jess Molina, and I'll be your instructor. For this lesson, we're going to start on the ground and focus on some basic concepts. Fundamentals every pilot needs to know before hitting the skies. This is your plane, a classic, the Cessna 172. Take a look around it. In the simulator, anytime you want, you can easily switch to cursor mode. Now try to find and open the camera panel in the toolbar.
Let's try to find. Let's see. That doesn't do anything. This opens that. It's not what we want. That brings up the camera. Okay. so you press RB. I didn't try that beforehand. RB, and what do I do? RB, and you insert. Oh God. Pause.
The camera panel allows you to access the various views and camera modes of the simulation. Go ahead and close all the panels for now. Right now, we are in the external view mode. Let's switch to cockpit view next. In front of you is the yoke, the primary means of controlling the aircraft. In the simulation, you will be controlling the aircraft with your peripherals of choice. So, let's hide the yoke for now. Alright, as we've seen, when you want to look around you, it's easy to rotate the camera. But you can also move it freely in the cockpit to get a better view of anything you want to see. Even through a window to look outside.
What a waste to waste on hair follicles on the back of her neck and not show me how to turn the camera. You know. Wow. Next training. I don't feel accomplished. I need to go to the gym. I am out of control. Let's start by again. Aircraft controls and instruments. In this tutorial, we will learn about the yoke, which controls the aircraft ailerons, elevator axes, rudder valves, and a throttle. Start training. Let's see if this thing is gonna act right.
Let's get you familiar with the aircraft, a Cessna 172, and a few commands to navigate it through the skies. In front of you is the yoke. The yoke is like a steering wheel, more or less. Turn it left or right to control the ailerons and bank the aircraft into turns. Look at the trailing edge of the wings while turning the yoke to see the effect on the ailerons. Okay.
You can't see
Now,
it, so hide
the
it.
difference between the yoke and a steering wheel is you can pull or push on the yoke. This controls the elevator at the back of the aircraft to make it climb or descend. Look at the horizontal stabilizer while you pull on the yoke. You can see how it affects the elevator. Nice. Down at your feet are the rudder pedals. They steer the aircraft when you're on the ground. The upper part of the pedals also control your brakes. In the air, they control the rudder at the end of the vertical stabilizer to yaw the aircraft. This is mostly for small corrections, for coordinating turns or compensating for a plane's tendency to pull left during takeoffs and climbs. Look at the vertical tail while operating the pedals to see the effect on the rudder. Great. Last but not least, the throttle is located near the center of the cockpit. Pushing forward will increase power, pulling back will decrease power. First, look at the throttle and select it.
This thing is acting stupid. It doesn't know which one to use between this keyboard and mouse.
Keep it selected and push it forward to increase power.
It doesn't know who to believe.
Power is increased. Now pull it back to decrease power. Power is decreased.
don't
Now
know.
we'll do the same without focusing on it. Deselect the throttle. Look away from the throttle and increase power.
Buggy. You all see this, man?
Set your throttle to idle. Excellent.
It doesn't know what to do with the keyboard.
When the
mouse,
engine
so
is
it
on,
spins.
you'll be able to see the power change on your RPM indicator.
Turn the keyboard
You
off.
will find it on your PFD screen in the top left corner.
RPM.
This tells you how fast the engine is spinning in hundreds of revolutions per minute. Next, take a look at your current speed on the airspeed indicator. It's on the left on your PFD screen. It measures the speed in knots. To check your altitude, look to the altimeter. It's on the right on your PFD screen. Not all aircraft have integrated screens with all this information. A lot of them rely on analog instruments. You can find the analog versions of the airspeed indicator and the altimeter just above the throttle. They are respectively on the left and right. The analog altimeter has 3 hands similar to a clock. The long, thick pointer indicates 100-foot intervals. The short, thick one is 1,000-foot intervals, and the long, thin one counts 10,000-foot intervals. That's all for today. Next time, we'll see how it feels in the air.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Velocity 1. Brakes.
To help demonstrate pitch, I've drawn 3 lines on the windshield. Notice how the middle line matches the horizon while we're flying level? This is the cruise attitude. The lower dotted line is the climb attitude, and the upper one is the descent attitude. Let's dig deeper into what that means. Pull back gently on the yoke until the climb attitude line matches the horizon. Then maintain that attitude.
The prop is not going. Are we out of gas?
According to your altimeter, we're gaining altitude,
What is going on?
but we're losing airspeed, proving you can't avoid basic physics while making a climb. Excellent. That's good. Keep working on it. You'll get better. Now, let's level back out. Go ahead and gently pull back on the yoke. When the climb attitude line matches the horizon, maintain that attitude. Our speed is increasing and our altitude is stable.
Sorry.
That's okay. Push gently on the
See
yoke
that,
until the
man?
descent attitude line matches the horizon. Then maintain that attitude. Go ahead and gently pull back on the yoke. When the climb attitude line matches the horizon, maintain that attitude.
The plane went off, people. It's like that was not part of the lesson. Like, what the F happened with the aircraft? Like, are we trying to sandsteam? Oh, okay.
Go ahead and gently pull back on the yoke. As expected, with a nose-down attitude, our altitude is decreasing while our speed is picking up. When the climb attitude line matches the horizon, maintain that attitude. Keep working on it. You'll get better. Okay, bring us back to level flight. Now your speed is decreasing and your altitude is stable. Go ahead and gently pull back on the yoke.
Oh, I see it.
That's okay. When the climb attitude line matches the horizon, maintain that attitude. I think a bit more practice may be a good idea. Try to make only small adjustments to your pitch to avoid overcorrection.
This game. It sucks. It really, really does suck. Like, you know, and using it with this unit right here sucks even more. Let's see. Let's retry it. Let's see if things will work a little bit better now. I know the brakes aren't working right. This is a buggy piece of garbage.
To help demonstrate pitch, I've drawn 3 lines on the windshield. Notice how the middle line matches the horizon while we're flying level? This is the cruise attitude.
Mess. See that?
The lower dotted line is the climb attitude, and the upper one is the descent attitude. Let's dig deeper into what that means. Pull back gently on the yoke until the climb attitude line matches the horizon. Then maintain that attitude. According to your altimeter, we're gaining altitude. But we're losing airspeed, proving you can't avoid basic physics while making a climb. Keep working on it, you'll get better. Now, let's level back out.
Yeah, you're supposed to be like, you know,
Our speed is increasing
sure
and our altitude is
that
stable.
the
Go ahead
aircraft is
and gently pull
starting.
back on the yoke.
Like, I don't know what to think. That's what I'm talking about, people. I hate 2024. I hate 2024. I just finally bought another 3D printer. I finally bought the Bamboo PS1 combo with the AMS, blah blah blah. I was going to buy the Elegoo Centauri Carbon, and I just, ever since it was announced months ago, that same day I was going to put in my pre-order and everything. I just didn't want to do it. I fought with those enders for so long, and then I tried to anchor make M5C, which was decent, instead of getting the A1 Mini, because I just didn't want to go the bamboo way. But you know what? You just have to go to what works. That PS1 is plugged in and works fantastic. It's printing something right now. Just tell it what to do, and it does it. Smart. Alright, we're gonna just they have another summer sale. I remember last year when they were having the summer sale. And this is the biggest issue when it comes to like this, and then the controllers won't work. Like, I mean, you have to blame Turtle Beach on some of it, but it's really Microsoft, you know, was so adamant about like having their Xbox not be a PC. Then now they kind of want to be somewhat of a PC, and they share this and that. Let's not hide that these consoles are kind of like PCs. Then drivers don't work right and things like that. So anyway, let's see if we can plug this back up and it works right. It's just best not to have it plugged up until you're ready to use it, honestly. That's the best way to utilize these systems. 2024 leaves so much to be desired. I know some people are enjoying it. I think the PC experience of 2024 is much better than the Xbox experience. But yeah, 2024 sucks. I know my title says we're playing 2024, but no, 2024 makes me run back to 2020 every time. Alright, we bought this aircraft from Prestige, and it's a Piper Cherokee 140. Does not have any GPS or anything in it like the other one I used to fly, so this is actually pretty cool. Got this clown hanging out in front of us. Clear prop. Alright, so we got we're gonna turn off the parking brake. Great. Check our rudders, check flight control, brakes, I guess work. Turn our fuel on. Great. Left tank. Alright. Great. Okay. Turn our master power on. We'll turn our fuel pump on. We're gonna go full mix. Yeah. Alright. Great.
Kilo traffic generic November 8364 Victor, taking off runway 23 departure to the east.
I like when the game will have the ATIS. I think the issue is I don't have light weather on because there it is. don't know why. One of the updates. One of the updates killed. It's not like rain. Oh shit! Like there's rain in the area today. All right, but where we are, we don't have much. It's not rain, but there is like we're gonna head south. See, everything is in that direction. Where we are going to be going is down there. And according to my maps and everything like that, we don't have any weather. That's very interesting. And even just on the GPS I was just looking at, we don't have anything necessarily above us. But the weather is up north. Gotta take 2, 3. Yeah. See if we can sneak out of this because we are right on the edge of it. As far as with the GPS, there's a plane coming in right there. Looks like. That's what our traffic. Did you with Charlie is crossing over the wrong way? 3517. Coming out by And there was a time I tried to it says departure to the east. We're not going to the east. The weather is headed northeast. I don't know what I selected when I speak. 2020 is just so much more stable and refined than, I don't know, people. I'm starting to get a little older. I will be 40 this year. I'm 39. And where I used to want things to be long and drawn out, I don't have the time. Same with the 3D printer. I don't have time to tinker anymore. 2024, same principle. I do not have time to tinker with making that thing work. I just need stuff to work. So you pay the cost to be the boss. I bought that printer instead of saving money and getting something else. Could have got an A1 Mini just the same, but I wanted an enclosed printer, so, and I don't want to touch Creality or anything else. Flash Forge and the other ones, so we just went ahead and got the P1S. Nobody's coming in.
Kilo Oscar, Romeo Kilo, traffic Piper November 1-2 tree Juliet Charlie, taking off runway tree 5 departure to the south.
airport information, uniform 2000 Zulu. Wind 230 at 10. Visibility 10. Sky condition, ceiling 5,000 feet overcast. Temperature, tree. 2.10. Altimeter, 0 decibels.
We're gonna stay under the
Adams Tower, Cessna, November 7704 Sierra, is 1 mile north 500 feet with uniform to land. Cessna, November 7704 Sierra, Adams Tower. Altimeter, 0.01 wind, 230 at 10. Enter left downwind runway 22 right. Make left downwind runway 22 right, Cessna 04 Sierra. Cessna 542, leaving my airspace, frequency change approved.
it's kind of how it is when you got these thermals and things like that.
Adams Tower, Cessna, November
The aircraft is
590
shaky.
542, frequency change.
We're gonna stay underneath the sea airspace until we get out of here. I would request flight following, and then I would get through the airspace. But I don't know if the game now thinks that I'm already in the airspace. It's not giving me anything for before this update. KORK had their own radio frequency and everything. I could check the weather and listen to the 80s, all this type of stuff like that. And it knew I was not inside of Charlie. And now, at times it acts like I'm already in the Charlie and have access, and I don't coming from the air. Now, could you? Yes, but you have to request it, right? So that kind of sucks. And I think I am. Sorry about that. And sometimes this game is still buggy too. So, like, what I have to do sometimes is unplug the USB stick for the keyboard and mouse, because right now my Zoom isn't working the way it should. So,
Cessna 04 Sierra, wind 230 at 10. Clear to land runway 22 right.
let's do a lot to avoid those clouds right there. So, we'll keep on heading in this direction.
Clear to land runway 22 right, Cessna 04 Sierra.
that's not going to be the case. We're going to hang way out here, but we know that the river is way over there, and we could follow it just the same. We're going to get around this house first, and then we'll start back heading in that direction to get that river. We have an airport. We have a few airports that we're coming up on right now. We're going to be sitting Saline County and all of that stuff. So one part just knowing where you are. Cross the 3K. Games. Should play around, see if I can get that right. Listen for a sound change. That's really kind of how it looks in the air. You can see
Cessna 04
a
Sierra, turn
storm
next
brewing
taxiway.
in front of you, like it's just massive cloud, and then the rest of it looks good and clear. I remember when I was flying into KLIT, and I was clear for a landing, and they're like, well, there's a storm, there's a micro burst or what have you directly
Adams
over
Tower,
us right
Cessna
now.
November 5505 Foxtrot, ready for east departure at runway 22 right. Cessna
And,
November 5505 Foxtrot, hold short runway 22 right. Traffic is Cessna Skyhawk on the runway.
do you think you're gonna
Cessna
make it
04 Sierra, exit runway when able.
before the storm gets here or something like that? And then I was just flying very slow.
Hold
We were
short
just
runway
going
22
slow.
right, Cessna
And
05
they're like,
Foxtrot.
yeah, you're not gonna make it to microburst. What do you want to do?
Sierra
You want to
contact
go ahead and
ground on
land, or what do you want to do? And I
121.9er.
said, nah, we'll go ahead and board.
Cessna November
I turned
5505
back,
Foxtrot, wind
and it was just
249er.
dumping rain right in front of
East
me
departure approved.
on the airport right
Cleared
there.
for
They're like,
takeoff
it's
runway
gonna be
22
like
right.
be here for like 20 minutes or something. They were like, and so I was like, yeah, I don't want to sit on the tarmac for that long.
121.9er
So-
Cessna 04 Sierra.
I didn't do
Goodbye.
that.
Cleared for takeoff runway 22 right, Cessna 05 Foxtrot. Cessna 05 Foxtrot, continue for east departure. Adams Tower, Cessna November 5505
flight simulators, you should really, truly. Must be on the back inside of my. I have a USB hub. We're not gonna mess with. You have to really, truly make sure you got flight controls. Period. Make sure you have flight controls. Oh shoot.
Cessna 05 Foxtrot, leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
The other aircraft controlling that is a little bit easier.
Adams Tower, Cessna November 5505 Foxtrot, frequency change.
Lead off the airspace. We were tuned pretty good. We were stable. like to go places I've flown in real life. Like I've flown to these places in real life, or have a desire to in the future. Things like that. We'll go ahead and land at Pine Bluff. And I think we're gonna go to Star City. I've never done Star City, so go to Star City after we hit Pine Bluff. Just so funny how Zoom and everything just decide to work. So we need to just kind of see what's up with this. Clear. 21. Still way up on Wabasika.
Kilo Papa Bravo Foxtrot Automated Weather Observation 2000 Zulu. Wind 226 at 7. Visibility 9er. Sky condition ceiling 5,000 feet overcast. Temperature 34 Celsius. Dew point 10 Celsius. Altimeter 3001. Kilo Papa Bravo Foxtrot Automated Weather Observation 2000 Zulu. Wind 226 at 7. Visibility 9er. Sky conditions.
If you can do. Oh man. Do, do like announce location. So sometimes this game just sometimes they announce your location. So oh, there it is. Position.
Kilo Papa Bravo Foxtrot Traffic Piper, November 12 Tree Juliet Charlie, 27 miles, northwest 4,800 feet, inbound to land runway 18.
So see a ball jumping around and stuff like that. Really want to keep that thing. So we're at 4,000 feet. What we're gonna do is we're gonna
Kilo Papa Bravo Foxtrot Traffic Piper, November 12 Tree Juliet Charlie, 20 miles northwest, 3,900 feet inbound to land runway 18.
A lot of times I'll follow the river and I'll just come straight in. But we're gonna go ahead and get down there.
Kilo Hotel Oscar Tango Traffic Generic November 5 621 Victor 1 4 miles southwest inbound ILS runway 5. Kilo Hotel Oscar Tango Traffic Generic November 5 621 Victor is on final runway 5 to land.
Kilo Papa Bravo Foxtrot Traffic Piper, November 12 Tree Juliet Charlie, 13 miles west, 3,500 feet inbound to land runway 18. Papa Bravo Foxtrot Traffic Piper, November 12 Tree Juliet Charlie 8 miles west, 2,800 feet inbound to land runway 18.
Controller died. I don't have any audio. It's all static. Yes, yes, yes. Lost me.
Kilo Papa Bravo Foxtrot Traffic Piper, November 12 Tree Juliet Charlie 4 miles southwest, 2,500 feet inbound to land runway 18.
Crazy thermals. Speed is free.
Kilo Papa Bravo Foxtrot Traffic Piper, November 12 Tree Juliet Charlie is on downwind runway 18.
A little bit high. Hopefully it can work.
Papa Bravo Foxtrot Traffic Piper November 12 Tree Juliet Charlie is on base runway 18. Kilo Papa Bravo Foxtrot Traffic Piper November 12 Tree Juliet Charlie is on final runway 18 to land.
I think what I want to do is just try to see. So, yeah, we gotta do the exit.
Kilo Hotel Oscar Tango Traffic Generic November 5 621 Victor is on base runway 5.
Kilo Papa Bravo Foxtrot Traffic Piper November 12 Tree Juliet Charlie is clear of the runway.
I don't know Star City, so we're gonna go ahead and set up and go fly there real quick. This is gonna be another little airport. So I'm at this Turtle Beach input, the headset input, that there's a lot of stacking a lot. You would think with many headsets and things that they sell that they wouldn't have something that sounds so bad, but you spent almost $1,000 for this whole setup and it's bugging. man. Fly on a hot day. Oh my goodness, we were doing some different things. It was just like the planes just lower you get. You find some good air, you get happy, and when you're coming back to land, oh my goodness, you could have like either thermals or if you just have bad crosswinds on a day that's just very windy. I know one day I was flying and oh man, it was a solo trip and I was coming in and I was almost scud right, honestly, because I wanted to stay under the Class D. There was a military base and all that stuff, and so I was wanting to stay under the Class C Charlie over there, but then you had the Air Force Base over here and stuff like that. And if I just stayed right at 1,200 feet, I could stay out of those restricted areas and stuff. And I had already done flight following out, but I didn't want to do it coming back in. And so I was low. And the problem with flying low was the what is it? It's arrow. It's too far. Look at all this stuff. There's Monticello, so start seeing. Like this. I knew I should have kept the west out. It's turning off too soon west. We want to hit it, so it's a doggone. Let's go ahead and hit it. It's right there. That's Cane Creek too. We're fishing here. I'm going fishing today though, but we're gonna make a full stop, final stop over here.
Mike traffic Piper November 12 Tree Juliet Charlie 15 miles northwest 2,200 feet inbound to land runway 18.
It's not bad. We're gonna pretty much do a straight in. We're not gonna get down here. We're gonna set ourselves up to come straight in.
5 Mike Traffic Piper November 12 Tree Juliet Charlie is on upwind runway 18.
Wait. It's too low. Airport, start seeing this. Shit, which one do I want to try? I don't know. Let's just fly over both of them and see what's cool. One of them right on the water. That's the one I was really wanting to go to. So we'll go to that one. That was one I was wanting to go to. That's interesting. Now, we'll do a touch and go to the other.
Kilo Sierra Tango Yankee Traffic Piper November 12 Tree Juliet Charlie Niner miles northwest 1,800 feet inbound touch and go left traffic runway 18.
What we'll do is we'll touch and go here and then go downwind on the other. And when we cross the lake, go downwind and then go land on it. Crop duster airport. Good, let me see. Yoke, pilot this airplane. Look at this stuff. It's asphalt. Oh shit. It's some game does this stuff right here. Where the trim will just break. Look at that. And then cause I turn the wheel, they'll say it break the wings or something like that. But it's like that didn't do anything. That is a default with this. It will just throw the trim out of whack. Like I should have just pulled all power back and then fix the trim or something. But yeah. Anywho, that's it. What a waste. Alright, well, I gotta get up out of here. Bugs on top of bugs on top of bugs, and I haven't been flying much, so kind of suck. But thanks for watching. If you did watch, comments, questions, please let me know. Thanks, Jimmy.